calling from. I'm always excited to come here at noon, 12:30 at my time on a Monday, because I know I got people on this line and on this Zoom that is interested in really taking this business to the next level and getting people to understand more about their hair, because right now hair loss is at an all-time epidemic. And people say, oh, I have alopecia. They don't realize that alopecia is just a medical term for baldness. So when my customer go to the dermatologist and come back and tell me, oh, she said or he said I have alopecia, and my response to them is, what is the root of your alopecia? So you just can't tell me you have alopecia and can't tell me why, what is going on. So that's what I want to know. Then that way we can get to the root of the problem. And I feel that Akana has really gotten to the root of the problem. We just got to get people to understand why they should be using our system opposed to the other things that are out there, which I don't address. Even when they say, Doris, do you know about such and such? I was like, no, I'm not familiar. I am familiar most of the time, but I say that so I don't have to go any further, because I'll say this, I don't want to misrepresent their company. I'm only representing our company. And that's why, and when you tell a person you're not sure or you're not familiar, what else can they ask you? That ends that conversation, because you're not familiar. And I wanted to share with you guys today about our product, because I had got a video, and usually what prompts me to have my lesson on Monday is what happens through the week. But someone sent me a video about this hair that is being used by so many people. And that is the hair that is made of plastic. You got to be very careful, because have you ever questioned why there's so much cancer in the world today? It's like when you ask somebody, why did that person die? The first thing they say is cancer. It's cancer, cancer, cancer. So this video they sent me was about the hair that is being used, especially for braiding, and the hair that is in the package. My friend, who has a chemist on board, has tested this hair, and it shows when it is laced with a carcinogenic product ingredient. You have to be very careful. And once the hair is braided, they steam it. You've seen them do it in the salons where they stick it in this hot water to seal it. That's because it's plastic. And once they stick it in this hot water, it seals it. But the fumes that comes off of it is you inhaling it, or the stylist basically is inhaling the buck of it. And that just really concerned me. My heart went out, because I about 30 years ago, I shared with an audience of stylists that this was going to happen. And it is happening right now, even down to the bonding, the adhesive glue that they're using to bond hair onto the head. That glue originally came from Firestone rubber. It was the same thing that they made the rubber, the tires out of, they made that glue out of. And you know what happens when you clog in the pores with that glue. Uh, it's not good at all, because you can end up with folliculitis. And I was watching a girl on YouTube the other night. I was just fumbling through YouTube, because I really don't care for YouTube University, but it exists. So I stopped and was watching her. She put this person had andro alopecia. All here was totally gone. She was totally gone. And the girl put 7 layers of glue on her head to put on her hairpiece. 7 layers. Can you imagine? Those pores are definitely clogged. What could happen underneath? Even if she doesn't have a follicle left, what could happen underneath that epidermis with 7 layers of adhesive on her head? And each layer, she let it got ticky tacky before putting the next layer on. And she absolutely put on 7 layers. Now, the clients, most of the time, they're not even aware of what damage is being done because the stylist is about the bottom line most of the time. And if there was about healthy hair, getting that person back into healthy hair. Now, my suggestion would have been for her is to put a unit on, which is a wig, so she can still treat her scalp and treat the skin, because healthy skin do promote healthy hair. But if a follicle was gone, then of course there's no more hair that can be that is going to come out there. And she didn't have enough to be a self donor. So, but a unit, which of course I always refer to a wig as a unit opposed to a wig, because if you had to go to an insurance company to get it, you would have to say a prosthesis in order to get paid for it. But we got to be very careful, and we got to educate our people. Here at Akana, you are Akanapreneurs. You got to educate people as to uh, what's going on in the hair world, and because that is a part of their health from head to toe. This is something that you don't leave home as your head. And if you chose to wear a bald head, that's fine too. Some people look very good with bald heads. Some don't, because there's 3 types of alopecia. There's alopecia areata, and that is when there's spots on the head. Spots are bald. If left unattended, it can go into alopecia totalis, which there has no hair over the entire head. And then there's alopecia universalis, meaning there's no hair over the body. Now, as I always say, we were born with 5 million follicles over the entire body. Over 100,000 of them make it to the head. So we got to just become more aware. We got to be more, as they say, vigilant about what's going on, because this world is going to end up with a lot of people who are dependent on a wig because of the practice that is being done on the head. And another thing disturbed me is how long they are wearing these braids down to the, used to be a time you was at the shoulders with hair added. Then it came to the bra. Then it went to the waist. Now it's to the butt. Now it's to the knees. Now I've seen it to the ankles. I was watching a gospel singer the other night singing. Her braids was longer than her dress. Her braids went below her hemline. I was like, my God, look at there. The follicles cannot support that kind of weight. So we ended up with plastic biting into the natural fibers. And you said, well, my hair grew while it was in braids. Yeah, it probably did. It's going to grow anyway, but is it growing in a healthy way? Absolutely not. Because when you take them out, your shaft, which is above the epidermis, the skin, is all fragile, and eventually it's back to the length in which you started with. So let's go out there shopping. We want some healthy hair. We want people to fall back in love with their roots. And our product line was formulated without any uh, carcinogenic ingredients. And that's what we got to get people to understand. Why would you use product that has ingredients in it that you know is going to cause some problem? See, it's like the hemp powered hair. It's a natural way to strengthen and heal damaged hair follicles due to normal traction and androgenetic alopecia. Protects from stress and traction on the hair, reduces breakage, thickens edges, promotes healthy hair and natural shine. Now, thickens edges. A lot of people now have lost their edges, and they may never come back because of traction. Traction meaning that they have absolutely braided too tight, sewn hair on too tight, which is not good. So let's look at hemp powered hair. If you go back, and I'm just going to share with you what's in it. We have found that early CCCA is from itchy scalp. Okay, so what Akana did, they researched all of these ingredients before they put it together, and they realized that from an itchy scalp, black seed oil helped relieve that. Black seed oil, that is in our hemp powered hair. It soothes that itchiness and causes us to stop. You see people patting the top of their head. You see people scratching with anything and everything. And it's and your follicle lies 0.3 centimeters beneath the epidermis. Now you could easily damage it if you're not careful. So I'll say to you, be careful. Then we have peppermint oil. You know, peppermint is a stimulating oil, and I always say where blood don't flow, hair won't grow, and that is because blood is what nourishes the follicle, and the follicle is what houses that strand of hair and protects it and feeds it while it's in its infant stage. So we got peppermint oil, very stimulating, very relaxing, very soothing. And then we go into cinnamon. Cinnamon oil is one of those oils that get rid of the free radical. It's an antioxidant. Now we got free radicals probably right around our house. If we look hard enough, we probably will find them. Okay. Free radicals is something that's in the system that just tearing up our cells, just causing havoc on our cells. Those are the free radicals that we need to get rid of. And cinnamon helps get rid of those free radicals. Then we have rosemary oil. Rosemary oil is one of those oils that protects us from DHT. DHT is what really chokes out that follicle and cause the hair to be deminiaturized and cause it to die off. So we definitely don't want that to happen. Okay. Then we have moringa. And I'm not giving it to you in no specific order, may not even give all of them to you, but moringa is one of those oils that help keeps the body healthy. You need to have a healthy body in order to get healthy hair. I always say junk in, junk out. We want to get an alkaline body. An alkaline body is where disease run from, okay? But an acidic body is where disease house. They love an acidic body. When I always tell people now, when you look down at your plate, if you see a lot of colors in your plate, that's a happy plate. If you see a lot of brown, that's unhappy. That's a sad plate. We want a happy plate. We want to eat happy, and we want our body to be happy when we eat. So we got to watch what we eat. And Akana has the 7-day flat belly lifestyle, 21-day flat belly lifestyle. And I guarantee you to follow that, you're going to get some good results. Then we have baobab. Baobab comes from the tree of life. It's an oil that gives us our vitamin C as well as our iron. We need both of those in order to make it happen because the cells need iron, need vitamin C as it's split. If it's split with good things, you have good things. If it's split with bad, you have bad. Okay. Then we have our lemon. Lemon is an antiseptic. An antiseptic that cleanses the scalp, cleanses the shaft. And remember, the shaft is what's above the scalp. The root is what's beneath the scalp. Okay. And that's what our lemon oil does. It absolutely cleanses that shaft, brings out that natural shine. And that's what we want. We want to bring out the natural shine because we don't have any carcinogenic ingredients. All our ingredients are certified oils that has nothing but natural, and it produces nothing natural results when it comes to our hair. Then we have our lavender. Lavender is a microbial uh, uh, ingredient, which is good for, again, cleaning up that scalp, cleaning up that shaft, bringing us nothing but good results. Our salmon oil, although I love salmon, I just don't think I can eat enough to do what needs to be done for my hair. So it's in our hemp powered hair oil. Our salmon gives it strength. It gives it shine. And that's what you want. You want the strength and you want the shine of that hair to come through when you're using hemp powered hair. Then, of course, you have CBD. CBD is bringing that body back into balance. Now, we all want a balanced body, right? We want everything to be on point so we can get good results. Those are some of the things that are in our, and then pumpkin seed. Don't forget pumpkin seed, because inflammation plays a real part in damaging the body. Inflammation is all over. That's why when we read, if, for those of you who are consultants of Healing Hair Day, and you read your trichoscopy, you can see if there's inflammation illuminating on that scalp. And when you see that, you know it's not just on the scalp, it's all throughout the body. And it's all because it's what you're putting in the body. And when people say, well, how can I get rid of inflammation? And I'll tell them quickly, inflammation is an inside job. Although it's going to be helped with hemp powered hair, but you got to help hemp powered hair by what you put in the body. Okay. What you put in the body is what absolutely is going to affect what comes out of the body. So that's important. So hemp powered hair, it was the baby. It was the first product that Okana came with, because they knew they had to turn this epidemic around, which was hair loss epidemic. I am a product of the product, and I proudly say I have my hair because of it. And testimonies is what we dwell on, not guarantee. We don't guarantee anything simply because we don't know what the person is doing. So it's best not to guarantee, because if you tell a person, oh, it's going to grow your hair back, oh, you're going to have it in 6 weeks, or you're going to have it in 2 weeks, they are expecting that. And I tell them it's no guarantee. We operate on testimony, and you give it 6 months. And I just tell them up front, if you don't have 6 months to give, don't do it. And don't cross it with anything else. That's another thing. Don't cross, because you don't know. It's like a choir at that point. You don't know who's singing what. So I asked them if they will give it 6 months and only use our product. If you have any questions along the way, please let me know. And that's how I end with them. Okay. Then we didn't just stop there. I said to our CEO, we need to have some other things to go with hemp powered hair. It's our baby that will grow up, but we need some other stuff. And guess what? Our CEO listened, and what they came with, the SOS system, saving our strains. That is our number one concern. And our number one goal is to save our strands. And they came with the 3-in-1 shampoo. Our 3-in-1 shampoo is that shampoo that has served three purposes. Number one, it cleanses the scalp and the shaft. Number two, you can you shampoo the hair with it, okay? And then number two, you wash the face, okay? And number three, you wash the body. So you got a body wash, a face wash, and a shampoo all in once. Remember, you used to be at the bowl and get shampoo on your face. Oh, no, get that off, get that off. But now you probably take your finger and rub it on and continue to lather it up on the face, because now it's a 3-in-1. Very, very awesome. And I know we got somebody on the line who can tell you that is what I use. And she has just fallen in love, got great results, and shouting it out all over the land. So that is what we do. It's testimonies that make a difference. Okay. And then we go from there, we go to our detangler. Okay. Our leave in. And some people say, it says leave in on the bottle, but they'll call me and say, Doris, the leave in conditioner, do I leave it in? And I'm like, yeah, it says leave in detangler conditioner. Yes, you towel dry the hair first before you spray it on to leave it in. Now, the one thing about our detangler, it is made of wheat protein. And protein is one of the things that the hair is made of. Okay, protein is one of the things that hair is made of. Then we spray it on from ends to scalp. Now, once you spray the detangler on, you can almost see how it started to soften up those ends, and you comb it from the ends to the scalp. Why do you comb it from the ends to the scalp? It's because the hair tangles at the end. It does not tangle towards the scalp. So you comb it out. You make it easier on you as well as the client. because hair breaks easy when wet. And if you're gonna comb it without the detangler, you are breaking off some of that hair. And when you're breaking off some of that hair, that means you're losing some hair. Okay. Now hair sheds 50 to 100 strands a day. But if you shampoo that hair and you got the tangles on the end, you're gonna break off some more. Okay. Although it's stretched 1/5 of an inch when wet, you can break it too. It breaks off easy when wet. So it's best to comb it out with your detangler, even when you're taking down a weave. If you're a person that wears a weave, or if you know somebody that wears a weave, you want to get a bottle of the detangler in their hand and have them to take it to the salon when they take out their weave. You want them to have them to spray their braids, totally spray their braids, and then take the weave, the braid loose and slowly untangle it. It's much, much easier to do it that way. And that is from experience, you guys. I experienced that. So it's not only after conditioner, it's a before shampooing also. Do not, if you know anybody, tell them please do not shampoo that hair until they have taken all those tangles out. Because although the hair was locked down for a couple of months, that didn't stop it from shedding. It still shedded, but it didn't get off the head. Okay. It did not leave the head. It stayed inside. So that's what you want to get off. A lot of people
Are
look
you
at that.
showing an image of this product?
Pardon me?
Am I supposed to be seeing an image of the
Kathy had put,
product?
yes, but she haven't changed the screen yet. Yes. You
Yeah,
really
I
should.
don't see the detangler.
Kathy, I don't know. Kathy, are you still there? Put the detangler up and the 3-in-1 shampoo. Yeah, I don't
The-
see it either,
You don't
but it
see
should be.
you don't see it's on the share? You don't see leave
No, it's
independent
not on the
oil?
screen.
Okay, give me a second. I thought I was there. I'll stop sharing now. Yeah, it didn't tell me that I wasn't
If you
sharing.
guys
Hi,
have any,
Doris.
if you guys have questions, we'll take the questions at the end.
What about now? Can you see that now?
Yeah, I
Yes,
can see it.
even detangler on the screen.
Great,
Hmm.
great.
And as you
Oh,
see, it's for
I
all
like
hair.
that.
It's
I
for
like the
all hair
packaging.
types. You like the packaging?
Yes, that's pretty.
Yeah, it's pretty. But you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you guys about packaging. And this is when even I had my line. I used to have my own line, and then I worked for several companies along the way. And my thought behind packaging was if I could put the money inside the bottle, because you're gonna throw the bottle away. Why would I need to put so much in the bottle on, outside? It's beautiful, but it's going in the trash.
Yeah, right. But I don't know. Some people like me, they might find use for the bottles.
What would you
Or
Let me tell you
um
what happened with me at a show with my own product. This one young lady came by my booth and she said, Doris, now she was working with another company. And she said, girl, I love your lotion, your setting lotion. She had poured their product out of the bottle and put my product in the bottle. I was like, that's not fair. You know,
yeah,
they're getting the praise and worship, and it's my product in their bottle. So yeah, but I always question that bottle because it's going in the trash. I wanted to put more in the bottle, but people
hmm
they love beautiful bottles, and they'll pay
yeah,
the
I do. I love beautiful bottles,
yeah they'll pay
but
that extra $5 or more for that bottle that's going in the trash. But
Well, the
I'm
good thing
excited.
about
We love
Akana
y'all.
is that we did quality in and quality outside.
Yeah, but that's good. But I'm saying I could put that's my personal feeling about it. I can put more in the bottle and less. And that's the one company that I did work for. Their bottles were so generic, and everybody was like, that bottle, that. But they had such great product in the bottle that they became a multi-millionaire company behind.
hmm
But you got to understand it. You know what I mean? But hey, the bottle is beautiful. So keep the empty bottles on the shelf and look at it a little bit longer.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yes, the leave-in detangler, and
But
it's
like
also good for
the cons of these kind of packaging. Like even with me, like I've had experiences where these products can be nicely packaged and
Mhm.
not be such a good product. Like, so I've had
Exactly.
experience
Exactly.
with that too. So.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
But
So that,
me, I'm a stylist, so I love to try different products. Like
oh, that's awesome.
I just kind of dib and dab in everything. I just want to know what's out there, what's new on the market. I just want
There
to
you
stay
go.
in the know.
Oh, great. I'm glad you're a hairstylist. Very good. So it, like I said again, you guys, it is good for little children. You know, we have children who just hate getting their hair combed, but if you spray
Mhm.
that leave-in detangler, it combs it out so easy. No more tears. You don't have to worry about them crying and jumping out of the chair. And even, you know, as parents, we can use it also. Um, not yet, not yet, Kathy. Okay, the beard oil. We didn't forget the men. You know, beards are so fabulous nowadays and popular.
Yeah.
And that's because of a lot of the sports figures wearing those nice, beautiful beards. So we have a beard and scalp oil. We put it on the beard, and I'm not Dr. Minister Mooney, he has a beautiful beard because of our beard and scalp oil. And if they are losing their hair, and men are, we have male pattern baldness, female pattern baldness, and if you don't know the difference between the two, the female pattern baldness end up with a hairline. The male pattern baldness has no hairline. So if we catch it in this early stage, then you can slow it down or stop it, providing the follicle still exists. That's the one thing we got to always keep in mind. If the follicle still exists, there's a chance, and that's what I always say, there is a chance that your hair will come back. If the follicle is no longer exists, and how you can tell, that slick, shiny ball is more than likely the follicle is dead. And you know we cannot resurrect the dead in no form, okay? But if you see little holes, little perks in the scalp, or little fuzz, there's a chance that that hair could come back. But we have to make sure that we test and look at it great. If we can see a little with the naked eye, you can see that much more with your trichoscopy. So that's important. So we just got to get back to the root of it, get down to the root of the problem. And if you have to send them to a dermatologist to see what the dermatologist is saying, I always still send them with their hemp powered hair. So while you're going through whatever the derm is saying, you still want to use your drops. How do you use the drops? You put 3 to 5 drops under the tongue 3 times a week, and you put it on the scalp in the challenge area and massage it in 3 times a week. Now, like I always told you guys, when I was going through it, I did it every day because I panicked. I did not want to lose my hair. So I put it on every day and I saved my hair. It took 8 months for it to come back. But what was 8 months when I was going to lose and had none? And that I didn't want. So I have all my hair back, as you can see. I have all my hair, okay, and I'm wearing locks because of the accident I had with my hand. It's easier for me to lock, okay. Um, so that's where we are. And again, please, if you don't believe me, look it up. Those braids that we are wearing, not me, but the braids that is being worn out there is being made out of plastic. There is being laced with the carcinogenic ingredients. It's causing a lot of havoc to our community. They're wearing the braids longer than ever, meaning that's pulling down on their follicle, and which eventually they're gonna lose. I see it in the little kids. That's so sad that the kids are now wearing hair. Even my little 12-year-old cousin had a wig on at a graduation. And I'm like, why is she wearing this wig with the part down the middle? There's so many parts down the middle now. It's making you sick to look at them. I said, please, where's part it to the side? But that's the trend. Everybody following the trend. Uh, please, again, they tell me they have these numbers of hair textures. I don't know nothing about 4C, 3C, 2C. I know there's a follicle, that hair is coming out of a follicle. There is a straight follicle, which produces straight hair. There's a bent follicle, like so, which is producing curly or wavy hair. Then there's a flat follicle that looks like this, that produces extremely curly hair. So that's what I know. I don't know about all those numbers. Okay, whoever created them, I don't know. But anyway, we want to learn the science part of it, and that is at Akana. I try to bring you guys again the science part, not the street language. I don't deal with street language. Texture, meaning that you have fine, medium, or coarse. Tight, you could have wavy, straight, curly, extremely curly. Those are types. Okay, so not to confuse them. And a person say, I have my hair so fine, they may not always be talking about their strands. They could be talking about the density. The density is how much hair is on the head. Okay, that's very important. Are there any questions?
Thank you, Doris. Any
You are
questions,
so welcome.
anybody?
So how can we get these products?
Who's asking?
How can you get the
Sorry.
products? Who
Is it
invited you to
Jaleesa?
the phone?
Hi, how are you?
Yeah.
Who were you invited by,
Okay,
Jaleesa?
good. How Miss Doris Mosley herself.
Well,
Oh, really?
then, so she
I
has
met
a
you at a Tracy Bolton's event in Chicago.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
So then, yes, you can go to tohealth.akana.com.
That's T.O.
To health, as if you were toasting to health. Akana.com, and there you can shop specifically in the hair care products. But when you hover over the shop button, there'll be a drop down that actually shows you all the products, but you can specifically go to hair care products and see just those as well.
Okay, thank you for that information.
Thanks for
Thank you
joining me,
Thank you
Jaleesa.
for your input.
Oh, no problem.
Awesome. Any questions? Any questions?
I
All
know
right.
Bernadine got some questions.
No questions. I just take notes. Miss Doris, thank you so much.
She
Took
has
more
pretty
copious
bouncy
notes
hair.
today.
Oh,
She has
great.
lovely bouncy hair, though. We know that.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah. I was at the stylist yesterday. Come on.
You just muted yourself. You just muted yourself, sweetheart. You still muted. You look great though.
I went to the
Mhm.
stylist yesterday and she says, look how long your hair's gotten. It's down to here.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, girl, look at you.
Those
And
bangs
still
really
natural,
grow
still
out.
not using any perm.
Don't
So
use any.
beautiful.
Yeah, you
Please
don't
don't.
need that. Go on,
Yeah.
sexy, got it over the eye and everything. Oh,
Uh-huh.
watch out, Carlos. Oh, he in trouble, ain't
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
he? I can see
Gorgeous.
that over the
Thank you.
eye look is always trouble.
See, that's what I was telling you guys. That's what we operate on. We operate on testimonies,
Yeah.
not on guarantees. Because I know Bernadine is doing the right thing for her body.
Mhm.
And that's what you get. Good things out. And
Good
we
things
don't
in, good things out. I wrote that one down and also your other quote, where blood doesn't go, the hair
Hair
flow.
don't
don't,
grow.
right. Where blood
The
don't
blood
flow, hair
doesn't
don't grow.
flow, hair don't grow. And that's
Mhm.
true. Because hair grow through 3 phases. And that's the anagen phase, that's where it has great blood supply. Then it goes to the catagen phase, and it's there in like about 2 weeks, but it starts to lose blood supply. And then it goes to the telogen phase, and that's where it sheds. And that's a normal. But people sometimes panic when they take out their weaves. They done had them up for 2 and 3 months. All of those 50 to 100 strands could be a day still is in there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And if you go straight to the bowl, you're gonna be in trouble. So now you need our leave-in detangler to spray those braids to comb out all that hair that broke away but couldn't get out.
Yeah.
And that's what you tell them. Then they don't have to panic. So,
Mhm.
and that is, like I say, that is for a hairstylist to use or moms to take home, use it on their little kids if they don't bring them to the salon. So it's the retail item for the customer.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I'm ready to use it on my clients. So
Yeah, that's great.
Well,
Janice.
my stylist does not want to see me without our detangler.
Yes.
She does
Yeah.
not want, because my hair is really thick. She said it's gotten a lot softer. She's been doing my hair now for 6 months. And
Oh,
she's
wow.
seen a real difference from the day I walked in till right now.
Very good. Very good.
yeah.
Yeah.
I call it the
Okay.
Akana experience.
Oh, yeah. She could give you a really good testimony about my hair. I'll have her come on if she can join us next week.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Very good.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you guys, and bring somebody to class. And because people are out there talking the talk, but they're not walking the walk, and some of them are not really talking a good talk. So we want them to come on to class. Don't be afraid of knowledge. Knowledge is something that
Yeah.
nobody can take away from you once you get it.
Right.
Yeah. And Jaleesa, since this is your first time, I'll just share with you, Royal told us about the 3-in-1 shampoo, but that's also a good body wash. Girl, it makes you feel squeaky clean for real. I was
Okay, I'm gonna have
shocked because
to
I've
check
been
that
using
out.
it on my hair for the longest time, and I didn't start using it on my body until last month. And now I love it. So, I don't need the Caress and all the other stuff that I was using. I can just use
Mhm.
our 3-in-1 because that shampoo takes care of not just your scalp, but your entire body.
Okay.
Very good. Very good.
We love an all-in-one.
Mm-hmm. So you'll see it when you go online.
It's 3-in-1.
Yeah, I need to find ways to cut my beauty time in half. I'll take too long getting ready. It is ridiculous.
Yes,
Well, don't discount that me time now.
You
Oh,
know,
that's
I love
right.
my me time. I love my pampering time, but man, it takes too long. It takes too long. Yeah, like, oh my gosh, I need a whole team. I do.
Oh my goodness.
I need a stylist, a makeup artist. I need the whole 9. Mm.
And where are you located, Jaleesa?
So I live in Chicago.
Okay.
Hmm
Oh, you can walk over to corporate and pick up your product
That's right. That's right.
through my
Yeah.
Definitely.
website. You hear what I
We'll
said? Through my
definitely-
website.
We'll definitely connect after the call, Doris, between the three
Okay.
of y'all.
Okay, for sure.
Sure. Absolutely.
I dropped my number in the chat, so
I did. I saw it. I got it.
okay.
And Bernadine, looking great, sister. You look like you're aging backwards.
Girl,
Yeah.
we're
Push
trying.
the buttons.
We're
Yeah,
trying to do that.
Looking great. That means you're living right. That means you're living
Oh,
right.
girl, loving it, loving it, loving it. All right. Well, have a great day, ladies.
You too. You guys bring
Okay,
someone to
thank you
class
guys.
next.
All
Bring
right.
a classmate. Bring a friend.
Okay.
Somebody
God
you
bless
love.
you all.
Y'all have a
Okay.
wonderful day. We'll talk soon, Janessa.
Okay. Bye for now.
Goodbye.